Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about creepy books for fall. This is literally my favorite time of the year, honestly, and I love atmospheric, like creepy books. So I have a few here, like 10 or so. Not all of them are like horror. All of them have like this atmospheric type of like weird atmosphere to them. So without further ado, let's just get started. So the first one that I have here is not a classic, but I think a lot of people recommend this one for fall, but this is House of Salt and Sorrows. This is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, which is a story that I do not know, honestly. And I don't know till what point is similar, but I read it last year and I really liked it. We have these 12 sisters. All of them live in this kind of mansion, in this island. Everything is very like sea related. We have this fog constantly, like, I don't know. It's just great. The story is about the sisters slowly dying one after another, by order basically. So when it's time for our girl to die, she's just like, what the hell is going on? This is some kind of a curse. And she's trying to figure out what the hell happened. I really like this book. I don't love it completely, but I really liked it. Especially, as I told you, the atmosphere. It felt great. Very nautical, but overall very like creepy. So it's a must for this time of the year. Then another must in this channel. I just really love this book in general. I just cannot help myself. I just love it. This is Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. And this one I read several years ago and I still read it from time to time. This is mixed media and is about the disappearance of this girl. And her sister is trying to find her, and for that she has to cross this kind of really creepy road that leads you to this kind of parallel world, horror world, where you have to go through different stages to get out. It's fucking great, honestly. I just love it so much, and the mixed media aspect works so well in this one. I just really liked it. I read it last year in this time of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and I just really liked it. Thinking about it, I just really want to reread it again. Also, all her books are kind of connected, even though they are kind of standalones, but they are slightly connected, which is weird. I read her most recent one recently, and it's also connected, so check them out. But I don't know, I just really love this one. Then I have here The Fisherman, which I read last year and I loved it. Basically, you're going to follow this man. He's dealing with the loss of his wife, and he takes on fishing basically as a hobby. So he is sent to this pond by one of his co-workers, and once he gets there, really weird things are happening. There's this legend surrounding this pond about this monster and such. It's great. It has like a dual timeline type of thing, which rubbed me the wrong way at first, but I quickly got used to it, and I just really loved it in general. This book was fantastic. I cannot recommend this one enough. It's one of the best ones in this list, so definitely check it out. But oh my god, especially the ending. The ending of this book is so good, man. It's so good. Then I have here a graphic novel. This is Something is Killing the Children, which I started reading last year in this time of year, and I haven't stopped. Currently, I'm reading volume 5, and I love them all. I also read like the spin-off series that it has. Is great. It's basically about this house of killers, basically, of monster hunters and monsters that basically kill children. It's just great. It's very gory, but I love it so much. Honestly, I'm just hooked with this one. It can't do anything wrong for me. Literally, I just love it. Especially Erica. She's just the best. She's just like the hunter that we follow, and she's amazing. Like, I even have like up here, I don't know if you can see it, but the mask that they wear, it's just... This one is great. Then I have here a mystery one, but it's just so weird. It is just so weird, man. It deserves like its own category, but I think it's great for this time of the year. But this is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Sadly, I have like the Netflix edition, which is horrible. What a weird adaptation. Like, no, the book is definitely better, but this one is so weird. You're basically going to follow a couple, and they are visiting his family. I think it's for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. And man, this is weird. The thing is, she's been trying to end, well, she's been thinking of ending things for a while with him. This shit takes a turn. It's fucking wild. Like, I'm not saying anything because you should definitely check it out. But if you like more of a paranoia type of book, definitely check this one out. But this is definitely one of the weirdest books that I've read. It's still so fucking good, man. But definitely weird. Like, really weird. Like, when I listened to it, which I highly recommend, honestly, I was just like, what? But I just couldn't stop. It's just great. It's great. Then I also have a manga for you. This is Gannibal, and I read it last month and I really liked it. I'm currently reading volume 2, which came out last week or so, and it's basically about a cop and his family. They move into this town, and the previous cop basically spread the rumor around that some of the members of this community were cannibals. I mean, it's great. I was super pleasantly surprised by it, and I just been really enjoying volume 2. It's super good, and I actually cannot wait to continue. I just wish that we had already like a publication date for volume 3, which we don't have yet, but highly recommend this one. Then I couldn't resist to recommend you this one, but this is An Altar in the Village Green, which I read several months ago, but I think it's perfect for, you know, creepy fall. This one for sure. I've said it a million times, but I will repeat it again. This is the book that is very Dark Souls-like. So it has like the same mechanics. Basically, you're going to follow this man, and he's sent into this village to take down the evil that is within. It's very rare, basically. So the thing is, he is connected to his god. So every time that he dies, he goes back to the same spot, and he has to try again and murder everyone. And each time he dies, he gets like a memory that's connected to another kind of hunter. So he can just learn new things. If you like games, it's great. If you like fantasy books, it's also great. If you like horror, cannot recommend this one enough, but also very gory, very gory. I just really liked it. I cannot recommend this one enough, and I really want the sequel. Then another super atmospheric one by the same author of House of Salt and Sorrows. This is A Small Favors, which I read this year or last year, I'm not sure, but it's fucking great. Erin A. Craig is just like the best atmospheric writer, in my humble opinion. Like, she does like this like creepy atmosphere so well, man. Like, so well. She's just the best at it. Like, it feels like super and it's stressful all the time. It's great. This one is basically about following this small town, and you're going to follow it throughout a whole year and throughout the whole seasons. And basically kind of disease starts spreading through the town, so everyone's very suspicious. They're thinking, you know, sometimes they're thinking witches and such. It's very weird. I'm not going into too much detail about it because I think it's better if you find out. Like, I went to this book knowing anything, basically, only that it was by the same author as House of Salt and Sorrows, and I'm so glad I did. I also listened to it, which I think is a great way to read it, honestly. The narrator is great, and it just really transmits like the creepiness of the book, so I will highly recommend you listen to it. But yeah, this one. Then I have here The Helm of Midnight, which I read last year and reread this year, and still really liked it a lot. A super underrated series, in my opinion. I cannot wait for book 2. But basically, you're set in this world. It feels kind of steampunky at times, but you're going to follow this policewoman, and the thing is, in this world, magic is related to masks. So when the masks that belong to a serial killer disappeared, the killings start again. They have to figure out what the hell is going on and where to find it. It's great. Cannot recommend it. I'm not saying anything else about it because this one has like a good blend between horror, mystery, and fantasy. That is just fucking great. So I cannot recommend this one enough. Check it out. So we have Hold Back the Tide by Melinda Salisbury. I still need to read her newest book, Her Dark Wings, but this one, oh man. You're basically going to follow this girl, and the thing is, she by the start of the book, she tells you that she actually lives with the murderer, her dad, and she has to survive basically following these rules. It's great. It has a great twist on the middle. Great fucking twist that it just elevated this book to 100. Honestly, I just really liked it. I don't think it has an audiobook. I read it physically and it was great. It was honestly great. For this one, I just really cannot say anything else. Like, it has the greatest plot. If you have ever heard me talk about this book, you already know what it is. But man, it was good. Like, it was so good. I just love it. And the ending, few authors have the nerve to go there. Like, few authors. So yeah, those are basically all the books that I have for you today. Great books for fall. I will probably do another one of these, but with mysteries, because I've been really craving like mysteries and thrillers lately. But yeah, do you have a book that you always read like around this season? In that case, just please let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.